as I'm sure you can notice, I'm working on a 30-inch. I think this one's a Toro, but it's the same thing as X-Mark and all the other stuff. Anyway, the reason why I'm working on this one is I actually just worked on it. The owner paid, I forget how much to get this like a new motor put on. And the motor itself wasn't cheap either, but put the new motor on, and now he's going through a problem of just chewing through belts. Now let me show you what that means. That's not good. And if you look inside there, there's like fibers everywhere from belt chewage going on. Whoever did it did a fairly decent job. Put new pulleys, all kinds of stuff. So the mower itself is actually in pretty good condition, even has a new base. And yeah, so by no definition should this be chewing through belts. I looked to see if there was a guide, and there is. That that's more or less going to be a problem if you're going to be slipping belts or dropping belts, but not necessarily chewing them up. So then I got to the actual motor, and I want to show you what I found. So first and foremost, this is going to be a pretty quick video. So it's probably going to come out in tangent with something else. Oh, I already took it off. So I started looking at the pulleys. Now the pulley on the spindle is actually brand new. So is the spindle, so is everything about the spindle. So I don't think it's the spindle, or at least not the pulley on the spindle. And the spindle spins freely, no grinding, no nothing. So this is, now when I mean belt, I mean the belt that drives the blades. So what will end up happening is he will be mowing, and over the course of time it gets harder and harder. And eventually the blades just start to slip more and more and more. And then he takes the little door off, and he sees his belt is super loose. So on this is the pulley off the mower. This is for the drive. That's just for the belt that goes to the transmission. And this is the part of the pulley that goes to the belt that drives the blades. See right here? It's super rusted and pitted. So I don't know how well that's showing up on camera, but it's super pitted. And in a couple places, it's really like sharp almost. And then in addition to that, I don't know yet again how well it shows up, but it's kind of bent. So these need to be very smooth and very clean to really work adequately, or at least to the point where it's not going to be chewing up belts. So I went on eBay because my local supplier wanted $84 or something. It was ridiculous. And I found this one. It was an X-Mark OEM pulley according to the listing. And from the looks of it, pulleys are the same size. Hopefully the bottom. Oh, the bottom is smaller. That may be a problem. Well, I guess we'll find out. But either way, it's supposed to be smooth. So that, and it's not bent, which, as you can hopefully tell, is a good thing. So I'm going to put this on, and that should cure our belt problem. I'm hoping that the smaller isn't going to really affect too much on the transmission. The transmission in and of itself puts tension on it at all times. So I don't suspect that belt length is going to be a problem. I'm trying to think, would it be more or less? Actually, it'd be less because it's a smaller. Yeah, it'd be less. So that's actually even better. Anyway, so I guess the moral of this video is pay attention to what you're buying. This one did say it was an X-Mark original equipment, and it fits just fine on the shaft. So I'm going to go ahead and put this on, and this should fix it. Now, how do I know that's going to fix it? This is the second one I've done. The first one, the exact same thing, super pitted, super rusted. The only difference between that one and this one is I did replace the pulley on the blade side as well, and because that one was also pitted. You really want these to be clean and smooth. The belt is not super strong. It's strong for what it needs to be done, but not when it's going against like basically the equivalent to belt sandpaper. So clean, smooth, make sure it's staying on there. Oh, excuse me, make sure it's not dirty either. Dirty will be almost as bad. So if you see yours is super rusty, don't even bother. Get a new one. I paid like 50 bucks for this. Hopefully it will work. If not, then I'll be returning it. But in the end of the day, the point of the video is make sure it's smooth, because this is not appropriate. I mean, it's a little smaller. The inside actually isn't all that much smaller, but yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and put it on. So it's gonna be a real quick one, like I said. If you like what you see, keep watching, subscribe, follow me on Instagram at SmallEngine101. If this helped you out and you start going through very expensive belts routinely, then let me know. And definitely put a thumbs up if that did help you out. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good night.